Nope. Hey everybody, it's Susie here. Welcome to MiniaQues. I started making these eggs and putting the baby dinosaurs in, and I got a great idea. Come check it out.
So come along with me, it's Susie Q.
And thank you, Tracy, over at Mini Scenes for putting together this collab. I love these collabs that you and Claire do. These are just great for beginners like myself. Absolutely great and very motivating. So thank you. Make sure you guys check out the whole playlist of everybody's full watch. It's a great way to support and it doesn't cost you any money. So let's get on with my fantasy baby dinosaurs. Okay. So before we get started with the resin, we're going to paint this little baby dragon. What? And I think I want like a, not gold, green and something. Oh, blue and purple would be nice too. Here we go, dark green, red, purple. I'm not going to worry about the eyes. I'll paint the eyes after. I'm just going to coat this mold. It's just a little teeny tiny mold of a baby dinosaur. Make sure I get his feet and tail. Okay, now I'm going to take this over the trash can. Ta-da! That's ready for some resin. Okay, let me get my gloves on. So I have a whole box of purple nitro gloves. Can't find them anywhere. I find myself having to wear these horrible latex gloves, and I might have an allergic reaction to them, so I don't know which is worse, wearing the latex or doing resin without any gloves. So I figure I'll wear the latex. I'm not breaking out like deadly. So this. Now, first I need a teeny tiny cup. Just need a teeny tiny cup because I'm going to make some dark color. Okay, that's more than enough. I'm also going to make my little axolotl. That is not going to have room to stir the mica powder, so I'm going to go with black paste. Don't need much. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I think it's just a little too much. Put it back in here without getting it. Oh, I got black in there. Dang it. I just contaminated my thing. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Well, I've ruined my resin. Ruined my resin for the eggs. Ruined my resin. Okay. I don't know why I thought that was going to stay in place. Was that not ridiculous? I stir it around and just... I don't like to over pour these because they are very hard to trim. But I do have to make sure we get them in the face. The face and the tail and the whatnot. Face, tail, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Okay. See how I'm drawing it into the tail? Making sure there's no air bubbles in the little feet. Or up by the nose. There we go. I did over pour this one a little bit. Just a little bit. So what I'll try is, if I had a little sucker I could pull it out, but I'll just do that with that. It's just such a small mold. The slightest bit makes a big difference. Okay. Yeah, I report this one's gonna need to be trimmed. Okay. Maybe, maybe not. Someone told me just to lay the paper towel on top, and it's the cleanest way to absorb it off, which it is. Oh, that looks good. Okay, see that one? That's the baby. Okay, 24 hours later and many, many molds of baby dinosaurs. And one more demold of these little baby dinosaurs. Oh, look how cute they come out. Let's see if I can show you how cute they are. Wow. And this is the dark olive, green, and gold chameleon powders. Look at this. This guy is so cute with the little spikes. So cute. I'm turning these into little pendants or keychains. I gotta trim up the edges on them. What I'm gonna do is put in the clear resin first, about halfway. Make sure I get all those bubbles out. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. And I could do it by either spritzing or my heat, either way, or both ways. But I'm not going to use a lighter. And then what I do to check is I hold this light underneath to see if there's any bubbles. And there are still some micro bubbles. Because it doesn't show this way, there's like no bubbles, but when I put it underneath I can see them. And then I'm going to take 2 halves of my dinosaur. These are different, that's good. And keep in mind, when you put them in a bezel like this or in an egg, you're like putting a magnifying glass around it. So any tiny piece of resin or trimming that's not done will be magnified. Especially if it's something I can fix. It'd be different if there was something I just can't fix and I just have to live with it. But if it's something I can fix, then I just take my little black marker. I don't make reptile eyes because this marker isn't that fine. But I make sure to give a little black eye because it really does shine through the pendant. Just like that. And I give that a few minutes to dry. And now what I'm going to do with the dinosaurs, let's move everything over so you can see it. Okay. Is I'm going to take a dinosaur by the neck, dump him. I'm going to really just dump him inside my resin. It's going to get all over this side of him. I'm going to place him face down. And by dunking him, I just say by the neck, by anything I can grab, I am reducing the chance of getting air bubbles on that side, which is very hard to see when you're making it. The air bubbles now that I'm going to see are going to come up between his legs and stuff. Let's see if this shows. No bubbles that I can see. And then these little half a baby dinosaur came out great. 1, 2, and I purposely did 2 different halves. My baby dinosaurs and half an egg. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Closed back bezels. And I am going to E6000 them both in. I gotta get my glue out. Voila, I will have a baby dinosaur in a pendant. Look what happened to my UV glue. I put it in a clear bottle. Ouch. Yeah. I do UV resin, but I don't think it'll dry because this is a silver back. So I'm going to take my E6000. I don't need a lot. Make sure it's securely sitting in that bezel. Now I could use regular resin as well, but I don't think the UV would dry. At least I wouldn't trust it. Just a little bit. I do not want this seeping out the sides, but I want to make sure it's touching. So I got this idea because putting them in the egg is time consuming. It's a heavy pendant or keychain, which I'm still doing the eggs, but I'm also doing these hearts. Just a baby dinosaur in there. And I'm going to glue it to a card to get a hug from a dinosaur. And as I take them to the craft fair, I will see which ones seem to be popular, which ones not. I think I'll put these on leather. There we go. The 2 jump rings, 2 of the smaller ones. Of course, I just put it away without my tool. Put it through here and here and twist it back so they line back up. Pinch till it clicks. The more expensive, harder ones to use are the more secure ones, in my opinion. So now I've got 2 beautiful necklaces, pendants, with baby dinosaur eggs. I think that's a great selection to my craft table at my fair at the show. So thank you for this collab, for letting me think outside the box. And I'm loving it. And I love you guys. So don't forget to check out the playlist. Watch all the videos on the playlist. That will help. And even if you have to walk away, leave it run. Don't skip to the end. That watch time really tells YouTube that the video is riveting. Thank you. I should say at least mine aren't riveting by any stretch of the imagination. Beautiful. Look at that. These are my fantasy baby dinosaur necklaces. So thanks guys, and I will see you in the playlist. And thank you Mini Scenes for putting together this fantasy collab. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time.
Hey, everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey, everybody, it's Susie Q. Na hey, everybody, it's Susie Q. So come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.